Okay, in episode 7 we kick off against Buffalo. And we have Akron, Rice, Central Michigan up also. So just create a cool YouTube thumbnail for me, please. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Alright boys, we back. Let's see what we can do against these bums.
Welcome to Broadview Stadium in Buffalo. EA Sports College Football.
Whew, here we go, boys.
This Saturday,
Max kicking off.
afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Western Michigan Broncos and the Buffalo Bulls. Well, way to dig Pollock and Jesse Palmer. I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, Reese. Checking in with the Buffalo head coach. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Looking for space. It's Shelton. Oh, what a move to get room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Bulls head quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the
Come on, boys, wake up.
breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Birch. Maybe
Damn it.
Reese. To the house. Touchdown, Bulls.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
How many motherfuckers are named Messiah, dude? Jesus Christ.
extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's gritty, great attention to detail, solid hands. He'll have to be accounted for in this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got rid of it just in time.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
Finds his man down the middle. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Back to pass, it's Holmes. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured Bull. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because it...
And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Breaks into the open. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Play action with Raiola. Finds his man. At the 45 on his way. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Themselves as a whole in this football game, I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Using his legs, it's Orr. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Raiola. finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Makes the grab on the left. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Broncos, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line with the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at... So the Buffalo offense ready to go on the attack. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Back to pass, it's Holmes. Quick strike complete. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured bull. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Birch. Might have a chance. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, we're only in the 1st quarter, and already this guy has 2 explosive runs. He told us coming into this one he thought he could have a big day statistically against this defense. There was something he saw on film that made him believe he was going to have a lot of success, and he's already doing it now. He is breaking off big ones. He's showing you the vision. He's showing you the speed. Defense has no idea how to stop him.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Bulls are marching down the field. The run inside. It's Shelton. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Watkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bulls racing to the line in a hurry-up. The RPO, it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Looking to pass, it's Holmes. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Bulls! And they add 6 more at the Morbidette trip to the house. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, train the
is a slow burn. And I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And he added the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. He's in open space downfield. Got enough for the first. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They'll ride the hot hand. And he got it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's Raiola to throw. Got his man down the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Quickly complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Flips it out in the flat. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds. They stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
On the ground with the counter. Could be an alley. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light as soon as he got the...
Makes a grab and room to run. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. At the end of quarter one, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period, first down here. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Birch. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Holmes. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Now facing a third and long. keeps it himself. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be first down.
Wow, gutsy call that time by the offense. They're going option on 3rd and long, and the defense is going to watch the film. They're going to be kicking themselves. Nobody was accounting for the quarterback. That was an easy read and decision for him to go get the first down and keep this drive alive.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Running inside, it's Birch. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They've been really good moving the chains on 3rd down. Now 1 yard away from another first down on this drive. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads it left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
On the direct snap, it's Birch. I don't think he got anything. 1. Here's Raiola to throw. Hauls it in. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Broncos want to move quickly.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. It's Raiola. The sure hands. It's Marshall. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Oh, they're after him. Got the first down. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Raiola. Back's got it. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Gets it into the end zone.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not the 18. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He's got it on the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Looking for a man. It's Holmes. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the score. Got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. Quickly out to the tight end. Finds a little bit of room, and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. The play fake, Raiola. Pressure coming. Complete in the middle. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Throwing Raiola. Working that left side now. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Orr. Here's a little room there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Catch open down the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And the 3-ball gives us a tie.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 20. A lot of room on that return. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Birch. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it loose. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Classic pressure coming from the defense's right side, and they get the quarterback to the turf.
And that's what those defensive ends in a 4-3 do. Those guys know how to get after the quarterback, play on an edge. Nice job rushing the passer, getting off the football, and getting to the QB and getting him on the ground.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. And the Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Quick release by the QB. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Here's Raiola to throw. They're working that left side. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Again, it's Raiola. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. That's reeled in. It's Lopez. Putting the 36. Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Complete. And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Raiola to throw. Rushes on him. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Raiola to the air again. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Good, right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 8 team, the Florida Gators. And it's LSU with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Buffalo. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
The Bulls will boot it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. Turning it on! Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Raiola fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Marshall. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. An explosive play in the running game. Moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. Running inside. It's Orr. Makes it past the marker. There's some room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to pop the draw. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
What I like about this running back is he can do it different ways. He can hurt you running between the tackles. He's got great vision, but he's also got a lot of speed. And I love the fact that this offense can go option. They can trust the quarterback to make the right decision, pitch it out to him wide, and then you see the speed. There's so many different ways in the running game. This guy can hurt you, and you saw it right there on that long, explosive play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20. Stopped right there. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
The give on the counter. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking for a man. It's Holmes. He holds one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. So now it's 2nd and long. The run inside, it's Orr. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Throwing Raiola. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Picks up the 1st down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Here's Raiola to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get. So the Buffalo offense ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. There he goes. On the 49. And the Bulls in the hurry up.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Holmes. Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Direct snap. It's Birch. He's not going to get there. The deep him a few yards short. Here's Raiola to throw. Snags it over the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Orr. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Inside, 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. They'll go right back to the run. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Orr. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And they're able to make the tackle. And the Broncos are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the cover. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs.
Makes the grab in their space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hill. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Holmes. Got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
If you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's loose.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example.
And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Trying to move them on the counter. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. It'll be 3rd and long. Raiola gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and take it back. Oh, still making moves. He'll be guided out of bounds on that one. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. With the catch, it's Hardy. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Pulled down for the tackle.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
A little screen to the running back. Fighting off the defender.
And we've seen this offense, man, that they've featured the running game, and he's done a good job of making plays, breaking tackles, being a big part of it. Now, what do? Try to slide this in here, make it look like a little bit of run, slow down those linemen that go upfield really fast, slip it to them, try to make...
Maybe some room here. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man, like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. 1st and goal, and the defense, their head's spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured bull. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Scanning the field, it's Holmes. Gets it out quickly. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Trying play action. Touchdown Bulls! Fit it in the window for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Bringing it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. They try to pop a run on the draw. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the play fake, Dylan Raiola. Fakes to grab. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Running inside. It's Orr. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Broncos send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return line. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. It's caught downfield. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Birch. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Holmes. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Team onto the field. That thing was down for a zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They take over, holding this slim lead, and a drive right here sure would be nice. The defense there to make the stop. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try the counter. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Facing a third down and short from the 26. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Finds the tight end. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the Buffalo offense ready to go on the attack. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. That's caught. It's Watkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Holmes. Finds his big tight end. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And running east-west at this point is not going to help you win this game. You're down by a possession, a 2-minute situation. You got to catch it and get north, get the first down to stop the clock. Or you got to catch it and make sure that you're somewhere close to out of bounds if you're going to try to go laterally. But that wasn't it right there.
Setting up the screen. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
This just looks like a different quarterback at this point of the game. We've seen a little bit of up and down play from him so far, but right now, lights out on this 2-minute drive. 3 for 3 so far. He's got this offense humming.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
He's got him. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. It's on target and complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. The option, he'll keep it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Birch. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. This to tie things up in the final minute. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! They tied the game in the final seconds.
And the late game execution worked to perfection. Moving the ball down the field, getting your kicker in.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime.
First play of the first possession of OT. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Back to throw, it's Holmes. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Going to run it. It's Birch. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Needed to stay alive, and it's good. They take the lead in the first possession of overtime, and now the defense will have to stand tall. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. Running inside. It's Orr. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got a little grass. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A personal foul in overtime. What an egregious mistake, and one that he won't be able to explain. Pushes ahead. He got it in. A walk-off touchdown in overtime.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. Welcome to Infocision Stadium in Akron, Ohio. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the Western Michigan Broncos and the Akron Zips. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Weather could be a factor. For more on that, we go to Holly Road.
Well, guys, I wanted to get into the extended forecast because, as you can see, heavy rain right now. I have seen a few players in the pregame warm-ups having some issues trying to work on their ball security with the rain coming down so hard. The forecast says we can expect rain throughout the course of this game, but it is expected to lighten up in the second half. Of course, I will keep you posted as we go.
Looking downfield on first down. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the RPO, complete. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A quick pass to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on 3rd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Tries to find a little more running room on. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The run inside. It's Orr. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Broncos will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And it'll be down right there. The Zips ready to go on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. Now facing a 3rd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Keeps it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced the negative play, now setting up 4th down.
Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Excellent. Up a big return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Didn't get anything done, 3-and-out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll give it on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Orr. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Give to the running back. Got enough for the 1st. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Pulls it in. It's Barnett. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Throwing Raiola. Grabbed behind the line. It's Orr. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be 5, stopped at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught, and he's got room. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you. You're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Tight end getting vertical. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now the play fake. Under fire. Short throw to the sideline, complete, and he'll pick up the first down. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He's looking to pass. Looking for the goal line. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Off the play fake. Complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. Gonna look downfield again. Working that wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Zips! A great catch and run for 6.
And it's a math equation. Nice job. He sees the numbers. I got numbers out wide. I got blockers that can go make a play. Get it to my playmaker. He does the rest. Gets in for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Here comes the heat. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And now on second down for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Here's Raiola to throw. Makes the catch. It's Barnett. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Orr.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the top. Touchdown, Akron. The defense putting points on the board.
Such a great job by the defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the ball out? They're able to scoop it, score. That is an unbelievable effort play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. Running inside, it's Thompson. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Raiola to throw. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Was looking for more running room but found nothing. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control with this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jay. Into the secondary on the right. Touchdown, Zips. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It was a really nice job on their route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. It's complete to the left. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Raiola. Here's a heat. He's got him in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to keep this drive alive. Brought down at the 33, gets the job done. It'll be 1st down. And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The run inside. It's Orr. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Got his man on the right. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He splits the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. He'll bring it out. It's Hills. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he... The Akron offense ready to set up shop. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. There's a crease. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Zips have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. And the Zips come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Unloads quickly. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Zips moving quickly to the line.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to take off. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50, and now to be
defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down, and you don't see the deep scrambling ability. They may try to go for this.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Got room to work. Makes it past the marker. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 1 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Scarlet Knights coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. As for our game here in Akron, this team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at InfoCision Stadium.
And the Zips will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Throwing Raiola. Gets it out fast. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He gets it up to the 30. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. On the move, it's Lacy. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Wants to fire on second down. Unleashes one. That's caught. It's Mason. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback, don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It'll be third and long. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David
Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Raiola to throw. Gets it to the back. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Broncos will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get. The Zips ready to go on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves his sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
The Zips with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets the back moving. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, in a situation like that where it's third and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
And the Zips will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Here's Raiola to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Broncos will punt it away on fourth down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Caught by Williams on the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
The Zips will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch right at the 50. And good work by the coverage team. Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Play action, Dylan Raiola. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Broncos! Great job by the back on the option.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Tie this baby up. Motion from the back. Raiola. A little release to the back. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion but was denied. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room. The Akron offense ready to set up shop. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. Picks up the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Zips are in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this, in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, there the free safety shows you his coverage ability in man-to-man. He was locked in with his guy, and he was able to knock that ball away.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation in the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
The kick is on its way. And that is how a punter hopes. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Running inside, it's Orr. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. Throwing Raiola. Catch in the middle, it's Barnett. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Play action with Raiola. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And the Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Neither of these teams are ranked in the top 25 at the moment, but it's early in the season, still plenty of time to fight their way in as we take a look at how things stand now. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. It's a draw. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Slings it downfield. Working the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. With the catch, it's Orr. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On the ground, it's Orr. He did everything he could to find enough running room, and he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Punt is on its way. And he can't quite get it. Run inside. It's Lacy. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a W.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. He'll try to get to the marker himself. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decisions, so I love it here. 3rd down, putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Zips are moving quickly down the field. Keeps it on first down. Finding some room. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the 4th quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Now on the option. Quick toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the Zips send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The give out of the gun. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
On the move, he fires. Finds his man. It's Barnett. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking outside, it's Orr. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to the run, it's Orr. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Here's Raiola to throw. Touchdown, Broncos! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he could make something happen after the play and get 6.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably... Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. The play fake, Raiola fires to the right. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback keep. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola on third down. Finds his target down the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. He'll do it himself. Might have a chance. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Smart move to keep it on the ground. Sticking with the run and the run-pass option, and in this situation, anything it takes to wrap up the victory. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team is incredibly mentally tough right now.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.